What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost Episode 3. This is the recap. Now, I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. Overall, this was a very, very good filler episode. We saw a lot of character development from Monet, from Drew, and we also got to see your boy Tariq make connections with Monet, and we got to see the introduction of Lorenzo. So very, very good filler episode. I can't wait to see how it all plays out in the future. And, you know, like I said, you guys let me know what you thought about the episode. Let's begin the recap. Now, we start this episode off with Kane and Drew. The two brothers are hanging out. They're going around collecting money, and it seems like they have a lot of power, a lot of clout, and a lot of respect on the streets, right? Now, it seems like your boy Drew, he's more of the calm type of character, not overly aggressive. He's just going out there doing what he's told, handling business. Now, we saw this guy, and I guess apparently he did not have all the money, which was a huge mistake. I mean, it was a very huge mistake, and Kane was about to just finish the dude off. Kane beat him all up. He's bloody, and it's not looking too good for him. But Drew was able to come in and stop Kane for pretty much finishing the job. It goes to show you that Drew is definitely a guy that he's willing to talk things out. He's not, too aggressive. And, like I said, he just has a calm manner about himself. But apparently his family doesn't like that. Lorenzo and Monet, they want him to become better at running the family business. Now, we get to Diana. She's on social media, and we see a new gang. And this gang is called the GTG Boys. And apparently they're flossing. I mean, they pretty much are entirely too flashy, showing all the money that they just made. And this is bad business because the Tejada family, they don't want this out. They don't want people that they're working with out there flashing too much, because the boys will be after them. They don't want to, risk getting arrested or somebody snitching on them. Monet comes out and pretty much says, look, what are y'all talking about? Because they weren't really trying to tell her, but Diana was trying to make sure that Monet knew. Now, instead of making the shots herself and making the decision herself, your girl Monet, she calls Lorenzo, because little Guap's father, I guess, saved his life. So of course he has to look out for him. He can't just do him in dirty. It seems like Monet just wanted to finish them, but it looks like your boy Lorenzo is the one that really calls the shots. And even though he's locked up, he has power. He wants Drew to go out there and handle the job. Tell them to stay off social media. Just calm all that loudness down and keep it at that. Now, Monet wants Kane to be there. And she lets him know, look, don't let your brother know that you're there. Go there, watch him, make sure nothing happens. Well, your boy Lorenzo doesn't want this at all. In this episode, we saw a lot of different things happening. It seems like Monet wants to do things her way. Lorenzo wants to do things his way. As of right now, it does seem like Lorenzo is the one that's really calling the shots. And Monet, it seems like she feels that Lorenzo is kind of in her way. And eventually, something's going to happen with that. Now, Tasha, she wants to go back on the stand. She wants to prove her case. But Davis McLean is like, you're not ready yet. We have to pretty much sell this story to the jury and get you prepared and ready. Tasha's like, put me back on stand. Of course, Davis McLean is like, all right, we'll do that. Tasha thinks she's going to go back on stand. Now, Paula Matarazzo is like, it's no way we can do that. She's not ready, and she's definitely guilty. She's not telling us the truth. She keeps lying to us. Davis McLean, he has, a plan in place, and that's, to make a mock trial to help Tasha be prepared. Now, your boy Tariq finally reads a book from class, because every week this dude is late. He's struggling. He's slipping up. Now his professor is, disagreeing with Tariq, because his opinion about this book is pretty much, he's saying that, look, I'm not going what everybody's going with. Tariq has a completely different opinion based on his professor and scholars from years. Now Jabari is sitting there and he likes it because he's like, man, okay, Tariq is going against the grain. He's actually standing up for what he believes in, and hopefully his paper is that way as well. And Tariq, that's exactly what you would think he would do. He would write his paper based on his true perspective. Now, your girl Lauren, she's like, look, you need to just play the game. The title of the episode, play the game. Tell them what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Just do what they want you to do, and that way you can get an easy grade. But it seems like Tariq has other plans. Now, Tasha, she links up with inmate Layla Jones, and she's talking to Layla like, okay, you know, I helped you out, but I need protection pretty much. She's trying to make allies. This is very smart for Tasha because she don't know what's going to happen. I mean, anything can go down, and she needs some type of protection, some type of power. And of course, linking up with Layla Jones is definitely a good move for Tasha, but there's a problem that Tasha doesn't even know about. She's being watched by this CO. He's there, he's, you know, recording them, and you already know what's going to happen. He's, you know, recorded them, and he's going to take this information back to the one and only Lorenzo. And like I told you guys, Lorenzo, even though he is locked up, he has a lot of power. He is controlling a lot of different things, not just in jail, but also on the streets. And of course, he takes this information back to Lorenzo, and Lorenzo was like, man, I thought she was going to take the Plan B pill, but apparently not. And of course, this is something that we got to pay close attention to because this is going to blow up eventually. Now, it seems like Tariq is getting very upset that he has to keep doing work for Zeke. This is getting to him because he has his own work as well as trying to push weight. I mean, it's entirely too much, man. He lets Zeke know like this is going to be a problem, but he wants Zeke to give him a favor, and that's once again get the connection with Monet because he wants to make that deal with her. I'm telling you right now, down the line, this is going to get worse. I know that, you know, Tariq and Zeke are cool right now, and he kind of worked things out this episode, but this will continue to get worse with Zeke. He's just using Tariq, and he knows this. Eventually, it's going to be bad news. Now, Tasha, she's rushed out of jail, and she, you know, she's pretty much about to go to trial. This is what she's thinking, and it looks like that. But like I told you guys earlier, Davis McLean, he's trying to prepare Tasha for the real thing. So we get kind of a classic type of a power moment. We see your girl Tasha, she getting all glamorous, got the makeup all on. Reminds us how Power originally started when Tasha was all up in the, you know, in her room, getting all pretty and stuff like that. This is exactly what she did right here. And Davis McLean has a plan, that he has an agenda to get her ready. Now Tasha, she's kind of upset because she's like, man, you made me get all dressed up and you made me do all this for no reason. I'm not even really going to trial right now. Well, Davis McLean explains like, look, we have to act like this is real. You are paying these people. So now Tasha, really Tariq, has to pay for all this stuff that's going on in this mock trial and all these new people. Now, we get to your boy Braden, and Braden has the connection with the pills and stuff like that, and he has to go out of town. But while he's out of town, Tariq lets him know he has to, you know, distract the actual competition that's there. And this guy's name is Scott. This is what Tariq wants to do. He wants to, you know, stop this guy from selling. So he uses your girl Epiphany. She's there, and of course she's going to distract him. She starts acting like she's going to give him a lap dance and stuff like that. This dude is all down for it, and she's texting Tariq at the same time, pretty much just trying to distract this dude while he takes up the competition and, you know, puts him in a bad place. I don't know if this dude is going to come back eventually, but as of right now, it doesn't really seem like he's going to play a huge role in this season. Now we get to Monet and Diana. And Diana just wants to go to school and play basketball like Zeke. She doesn't really want to do the drug game, right? Of course, Monet tells her, look, you're going to be in the drug game. This is what you're going to do. I want you to be in control. And Diana is trying to explain to her that the brothers can do it and that that's what her dad wants to happen. And Monet has a problem with Lorenzo. We can see that right now. It's like a competition between mother and father. And she also tells Diana she needs to stay away from Tariq because he's bad news. Whoever gets close to him is whether dead or in jail. That means Officer Ramirez definitely got some insight, some information on this kid. He is unknown and he is dangerous for real. Now, of course, your girl Monet plays Tariq, doesn't let him come into the basketball game, acts like she doesn't know him at all. Diana pretty much apologizes and tells Tariq, like, look, it's going to pretty much be cool. You know, my mom is just mad. And usually when she's mad, she's going off. I kind of tell her what she needs to hear. I kind of just play the game. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much just same thing that Lauren told Tariq. Play the game. Tell them what they want to hear. Now, of course, Diana, she calls her daddy to tell her about not being in the game, that she just wants to focus on school and playing basketball just like Zeke. And eventually in this episode, your girl Monet finds out about exactly what Diana did. Now Zeke is in the back and he's being picked on by one of his teammates. This guy has taken Zeke's spot and Zeke is very mad. He wants to get back out there on the court, but as Tariq told him, he's going to have to go out there and put in work. He can't keep doing all his work for him. He expects to be back on the court, but he's not trying to put in none of the work. Now, he goes out there, of course, at the press conference and tells everybody that he's going to be in the next game. Do you know how much stress and pressure that this puts on the coaching staff as well as Tariq? Zeke is going to have to actually go out there and do some of this work, especially if he plans on playing in this next game and getting off academic probation. Now, Tasha is preparing for the actual trial in this mock trial. And at first, things were going very well for Tasha. She was actually convincing the jury to believe in her, that she was really innocent and that everything was Ghost's fault. It was James' fault. He forced her to do this. He made her do this. He made this grown woman do this. She explains the story about Ghost and about being pulled over with the gun and all that stuff like that. The story that we heard in Power Season 1. I mean, true Power fans already know this story. Now, Tasha explains that to them, and they starting to believe everything she's saying, right? But then Tamika comes in, and Tamika, she's hired by Davis McLean to help out with this mock trial, and Tamika, of course, knows everything about the prior case and also the St. Patrick's history with the law. So, of course, she brings up stuff from the past, bringing up Terry Scoopball Silver, bringing up Angela and how Ghost left her for Angela. She was jealous and all this and that. I mean, it was crazy. Tamika was really getting in Tasha's head. Now, she said that Tasha was the one that gave Ghost the go-ahead to take out Terry Silver and that Ghost did this because it was business. Now, we know with Ghost, it was business, yes, because Terry Silver was a snitch. And also, it was very personal for him because Terry Silver was clapping those cheeks and Ghost watched. Now, of course, Tamika convinces the jury that Tasha is guilty. Tasha pretty much just broke down. She couldn't really say anything. I mean, Tamika knew exactly what to say to get under Tasha's skin. And Paula Matarazzo was telling Tasha, like, look, you're going to have to put this together. Get it together because if not, this will be the last thing you wear, this orange jumpsuit. So you're going to have to put it together. Now, I think Tasha eventually, probably, later in the season, is going to get everything together and make a good case. But as of right now, she is learning a lot and she still has a lot to improve on. Now, Davis McLean, he's actually trying to hire Tamika, for help. Now, Tamika says, no, she's not doing this. Davis McLean, he brings up Cooper Saxe, like, okay, but I know you was helping Cooper Saxe. And Tamika pretty much just blew him off. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? That's confidential. You don't need to know nothing about that. Davis McLean knows he can pretty much get to Tamika, and he knows that something's up with Cooper Saxe. Why was she defending Cooper Saxe? He knows it's some type of dirt, and you already know he's going to figure it out in the future. Now, we get to your boy Drew. Remember, he's told to go out there, get the job done. Go ahead and handle this GTG gang. Go ahead and handle Little Guap and handle business, man, because they all on social media doing entirely too much. Now, this meeting, at first it was cool. I mean, Little Guap was cool. He had no problems. But once your boy Drew start talking about them not being on social media, and he didn't even really say it all aggressive. He's like, man, y'all need to just chill out a little bit. Y'all kind of too hot right now. We don't need the police to be checking up on nobody. Little Guap got pissed off, start dogging him out, dogging Monet out, saying all types of disrespectful stuff about her, and this pisses your boy Drew off. Now Drew, he was about to handle it. You seen what he had, man. He had the strap. It was about to go down up in there, but before it could actually go down or even get worse, your boy Kane shows up, and this is what Monet told him to do, just in case something goes down. You go there, you watch your brother. He pulled up in the hoodie, looking like Ghost, and you already know he was about some action. Your boy Kane, he had a high chance of going 3 for 3 in this episode, but he didn't. But that doesn't mean Kane is not going to be Kane. He takes off the hoodie. He starts smiling. Little Guap instantly has respect. He's like, man, I'm cool. I didn't know, trying to play it off. Now, your boy Kane starts shooting up in the air. Everybody start running. This dude is a wild card. He's unpredictable. And if you diss him and his family, he's willing to diss you and take you out. Now, as soon as they get outside, they start running because the cops are out there. Because the Little Guap and his crew are posting entirely too much on social media. So they already know that they are in this area. Now this dude right here was about to get caught. A body was about to get caught instantly. Your boy Kane don't care about shooting the cop at all. He's willing to do it to get away. And Officer Ramirez, he knows that that's Kane. He knows that's Drew. So of course he has to stop his partner from going any farther. This was about to be bad news, man. I'm telling you right now, if this would have happened, this would have been bad news for the Tejada family. And I'm telling you right now, your boy, Officer Ramirez, he's going to have to decide what he really wants to do. Because messing around with Monet and the Tejadas is going to get him messed up. Drew is very pissed off. Kane is laughing like it's all fun and games. But we get back to your boy, Officer Ramirez, and he's telling Monet, like, look, y'all got to stay low. This is hot right now. You already got your boy up on, on their live stream and stuff like that. We can see the clothing and stuff like that. Y'all pretty much just got to stay low. Now, Monet ain't trying to hear that. She's like, look, we can't afford to stay low. We got to continue to get this money. I'm telling you right now, this is going to blow over. Officer Ramirez, if I was you, I will make better choices because you are being used. I think Monet does like him, but she's most likely using him more than anything. She's using him like a pawn in chess, but he doesn't see it as of right now. We're going to see what he does in the future. Now, Monet, of course, gets the call from Lorenzo. He wants to talk to her first thing in the morning. So she goes there. They start talking. Of course, Lorenzo doesn't like how she's handling things. And like I said, it seems like Lorenzo is the one calling the shots. Now, he's locked up. So, of course, Monet is out there handling the family business. But Lorenzo seems like he has a lot of power, right? He tells her Diana needs to just focus on school and does, pretty much do what she wants to do. Not the drug game. Pisses Monet off. She pretty much wants things to go her way. And Lorenzo is pissed off about the whole Drew thing and Kane. He wants to he pretty much just wants things to go his way. And his way is this. He thinks the boys doing what he wants them to do is the best thing for the family. This whole storyline is going to blow up between Monet and your boy Lorenzo. Now, we get to Lauren, Tariq, and of course, Lauren gets an A because she told the teacher, the professor, exactly what they wanted to hear, or he wanted to hear, right? Now, Tariq is like, okay, you did pretty good, but what about me? Let's see what I got. Now, Tariq got a pretty much incomplete. You know what I'm saying? It's not complete. He's pissed off at the professor. He's like, man, what's going on? I pretty much did the assignment right. Why didn't I get a grade? What's going on? Why did I fail? He didn't even fail. He just got an incomplete. Jabari is the one that's grading the paper. And he tells Tariq, you didn't write the paper right. You wrote the paper in the perspective of telling the professor exactly what the professor wanted to hear, not exactly what you said in class. Tariq should have just said what he thought in class instead of pretty much agreeing with the professor. He wants Tariq to go against the grain, to speak his mind, because a lot of black kids don't get the opportunity to do that. And a lot of black kids don't get the opportunity to even be at that school and have the opportunity to even go up against, different scholars and stuff like that. So that's what Jabari wants your boy Tariq to do. Now we get back to Monet. She's pissed off because she finds out about what happens with Drew, Kane, Little Guap. Everything is bad, right? Everything is bad. She pretty much says what happened and who pulled out the gun first. And of course, we know that Kane was the one that came up in there and started popping off. Drew was, he was trying to handle it the best that he could, but things got shook up. And Kane came in there and he shook things up even more. Now, Monet is definitely pissed off at Diana. She's like, did you tell your father about what we talked about running the family business, about you wanting to just be in school and stuff like that? And of course, Diana, she denies everything. She plays it off like she's not doing anything at all, that she didn't call her father. Of course, Monet wants to check her burner phone. Of course, she didn't find anything. So now Monet is thinking like, okay, this little girl, she's trying to play me. So I'm going to keep on it. She's going to keep the pressure on Diana. She can tell that she's lying. She can tell that she is hiding something. And she knows the truth. Now your boy Zeke, once again, has to do another favor for Tariq. That's get the connection with Monet. And also Tariq lets your boy Zeke know that he's going to have to step up himself for school, because Tariq can't keep doing all this work. I mean, realistically speaking, there's no way someone will be able to run the drug game, pay for all this money to get his mom out of jail, as well as focus on school at this high level. It's like impossible, right? Then we get to your boy Jabari, Professor Jabari. He got some cheeks that has to be clapped up in here. And his grad student, man, she's a freak. She done read his book. She wants to take this energy out on him. He tries to play it off like he's not really trying to mess around with her, but deep down inside, he wants to clap those cheeks. And how can you blame him? I could never be a college professor. I'm telling you that right now. Now Jabari, definitely he took the bait, and he took those cheeks as well. Now, speaking of freaks and speaking of cheeks being clapped, Professor Carrie, she's next door and she hears it all. She hears it all. She's probably wishing that it could be her, because we know she has that addiction, right? She can't even stay there. She has to leave because it's getting too hot. It's getting too intense for her. Most likely, she's going to talk to him about this probably the next episode. And I can't wait to see how that all plays out. Now, we get to Monet. She goes back and she has a conversation with Diana. And she's like, look, I know you got a burner phone. Where is it at? She finds it. She brings it out. Now, Diana has her own phone. Monet figured it out. Monet, she's been young before. She's not stupid. She tells Diana, look, you think you smarter than me? Like, she knows all the games. She's not dumb. And makes your girl Diana feel very stupid. I'm glad we got to see a little bit more character development out of Monet. We're starting to see her break down and get physical. And that's exactly what I wanted to see. Now I want to see what she's going to do with Lorenzo when he gets a little too close to what she really wants to do. And this storyline will explode. Trust me, to how the family are having big issues. Now, Tariq is actually able to, make a connection with Monet because of Zeke. He has one more opportunity to do that. He says, look, I can sell for you at this college campus. He shows her all the money that he made in a very short amount of time. And of course, your girl Monet is hesitant. She doesn't really want to do this at all, because she's like, look, dude, I don't even know you. Like, you was a stranger. I can't even trust you at all. Pretty much just tells Tariq the truth. But she plays the game. She tells Tariq what he wants to hear. He did sell it. She went for it. Now Tariq has that connection with Monet. I'm going to tell you right now, Tariq cannot afford to mess up. This ain't Vincent. This ain't Uncle Tommy, because Uncle Tommy was family. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Kanan. You know what I'm saying? Kanan loved you. These people don't give a damn about you, Tariq. You cannot afford to mess up. The first time you do, you will definitely pay for it. And Tariq has a conversation with Tasha, and Tasha is very scared. Tariq tells her, don't worry about it. And Tasha tells him, look, you need to do whatever Davis McLean tells you to do. Pretty much, they need all the money possible, because with this mock trial going and all these people, you have to pay them. And That's exactly what Tariq is going to have to do, because it's getting very serious as of right now. Tariq has a way. Working for Monet is definitely what he wants to do, and we're going to see how he juggles both lives, especially at this level in dealing with the Tejadas family. Now, speaking of the Tejadas, your boy Lorenzo, he makes a call, and he's talking to Monet. He's like, look, okay, you got Tariq working for you, but how can we really trust this kid? How can you keep this kid in line? Because apparently from his past, bad things happen, right? Now, Monet, of course, tells Lorenzo, don't worry, I can keep him in check. You don't worry about that. And we already know how they can keep him in check. This was one of the predictions that I predicted before the season started when they showed the official trailer. We know to keep him in check is to put hands on Tasha. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much control Tasha. Once you do that, Tariq most likely is not going to want to make mistakes. Now, Lorenzo makes a call to Tasha and tells Tasha, look, your boy is working for me now. If he messes up, if he screws us over, Tariq will die. It's over for him. Now, we know Tariq is going to survive. He's somehow, some way, he's going to make it through. But this is very stressful for Tasha because she's locked up. She doesn't have no help. She doesn't have anything at all. And for the first time in her life, she probably's like, man, I can't help my son out. I can't do anything. He's going to have to go out there and do it himself. I think eventually Tasha is going to figure out a way to somehow, some way assist and help Tariq. But as of right now, it ain't looking too good for him. Especially knowing Tariq's past history of making mistakes, it ain't looking too good. Now, I do think Tariq knows what he's dealing with as far as how serious this is. So, him trying to screw over the Tejada family, it will not be smart. And I think Tariq is smart enough to know that he cannot mess around like that, because Ghost is not here, Tommy's not here, Kane is not here, Dre is not here to come save you either. Because the whole series of Power, Tariq has been saved by multiple people over and over and over. But this time, he's going to have to fix his mistakes by himself. And like Lorenzo told Tasha, if he messes up, that boy is gone. So we're going to see how it all plays out. Overall, like I told you guys, this was a very good filler episode. I liked the character development out of Monet this episode. And also the introduction of Lorenzo and learning a little bit more about Drew. These storylines will definitely open up as the season goes, and I can't wait to see how it happens. Now, we'll be breaking down a lot of these storylines for you guys this week. We're going to dive deep into this, get you guys ready for episode 4. So far, Power Book 2 Ghosts, it's been solid in my opinion. I know a lot of people got different opinions about the show, but people are watching it and they are staying tuned every week. The Stars app is set a record. I guess Power Book 2 Ghosts, the first episode did better than the Power Season 6 season premiere on the Stars app. So it goes to show you that people want to watch the show. They want to give it a chance and they want to see what happens. And I'm eager to see how it all ends. But I will be breaking down some more videos for you guys tomorrow. So be ready. Stay tuned. I will continue to give you more Power content. But thank you guys once again. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.